Baby, be in love with your fantasies. I can be a star, make us high so bright. Welcome to my dungeon, this is ecstasy. Let me play the fantasy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Asia.
It's your boy, BJ.
And
we back like we never left. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, pulling up to our channel.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the support and the love. Now, we're going to be checking something out. I think this is going to get a little heated in here today.
Why?
Just because we got to be checking out Candace, Owens, and she's going to be talking about in regards to Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians, like Kris Jenner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that story is getting heated.
So it had to be something that happened like in like recent events in regards to like the last week. Because I saw Ray J on Instagram.
All over like Instagram. It's been everywhere. Like I went, I'm not even gonna indulge.
I saw Ray J going off on Instagram.
Because he was mad.
About both of them, Kris Jenner and Kim.
And I feel like he has every reason under the sun. Like if what he says is allegedly true, which it looks like it might very much could be. Okay, I'm trying to choose my words very carefully.
Yeah.
But
it's not a good look, huh?
It does not look good. Mm-hmm. Like on the Kardashian behalf, like I would hide under a rock. I'm not gonna lie. I would.
Yeah, I mean, just in regards to everything that we kind of thought way before, in regards to the Kardashians, like way after that tape came out, like in regards to the way that it came out and what they said, had got leaked and everything, it's almost like that was a fallacy to begin with.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. Yeah. Do you know the whole story though?
I've read it, but I don't know like in detail. No, I don't.
So supposedly, okay. Well, let's watch the video first, and then I'll fill you in.
Okay. Let's check it out.
So I want to talk about Kim Kardashian because this story just keeps getting darker, and I actually can't believe the information that has been exposed about her. If you don't know who Kim Kardashian is, bless you. Honestly, I don't know how you could potentially not know who she is. She is essentially forced upon us by the mainstream media. I feel as though every other article pertains to the Kardashian sisters. And I'm going to tell you how she arrived on the scene. If you already know the story, bear with me, but I'm sure many of my listeners, bless them, do not. Kim Kardashian had a boyfriend. He was, at that time, he still is, a rapper and an entertainer. He goes by the name of Ray J. She was dating her boyfriend, okay? And they decided to record themselves having sex. Now, this was a personal tape meant just for both of them. And eventually, this tape got leaked, right? So Kim Kardashian had a show that was coming out, and eventually this tape got leaked, and her and Ray J had split up.
Remember when that had happened, like on the show, and it came out on the show?
I don't really remember the show though.
I think the show came out like right around the time that tape was about to, like the actual first season of the show.
What's the name of the show?
The Kardashians.
The one that's on now?
Yeah.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think...
I don't remember early on the show, though.
When the tape came out, the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians was about to start coming out. Either it had just came out or it was about to drop, like come out in general, when the tape first started coming up. So if you remember, like, going back all the way to, like, season 1 of their... Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that's when all of this even became a thing. Like, they started talking about it on the show.
Oh, I kind of see what you're saying. Like, it's kind of like the timing of everything happening in regards to the show.
But the way that it came out, though, remember, I think I remember making a statement like, man, he probably put that tape out because it's Kim Kardashian. Like, but that was the way that it seemed.
That it was portrayed.
From how it came out on the show, yeah. Like it, they never said who did it.
No, I know you're not saying that. The way that, based on how it came out on the show, that's not really like real life, how that actually came out.
Right. No, well, we found that out like now. That however many years it's been since then, 20 years, 15 years, okay? Since then, but when it came out then, like even... It was like, man, how how could that even like get out at that point? Like
Something
how
like
could
that.
something like that even happen? You
But-
know,
but
like
just between them two.
But the way that it seemed like Ray J had something to do with it.
Okay.
Right? Like as to why it came out.
I got you.
Like it seemed that way from the show. They never said that he did it. They never said that he didn't do it.
Okay.
You know, but they never really kind of relieved him from the thought of people thinking that it had something to do with him.
Okay. So
Yeah.
his name was just always in the air about
Right.
it.
That's why like that's why for a long time like he was probably villainized for that.
Yeah.
Because people were, all about Team Kardashian, like, oh, poor Kim. You
Yeah.
know, how could they do that to her?
That was coming out, and eventually this tape got leaked, and her and Ray J had split up. Every implication on the show, which tracked her finding out that this tape was going to come out, indicated to the masses that her ex-boyfriend, Ray J, leaked it. And she was horrified by it. She cried for years, episode after episode, about how this could possibly be happening to her. And if you were watching the show, as I was when I was younger, you were sympathetic to her. You actually thought to yourself, this is a horrible situation. I mean, she has a right to have sex with her boyfriend, and nobody would want to know that something that was personal to you was then released to the public, and now people are watching her. So you felt sympathetic to her, right? Well, recently, and now this is some 20 years later, I believe, 20 years later, Ray J is watching an episode of her new show, and she again reintroduces the narrative of her as a victim of this sex tape that got released. And Ray J, who is now much older and has a daughter who was able to watch this show and understand that her father potentially did something awful to make a little bit of money, gets very angry. And he begins going on a rant saying, that is not what happened. Actually, Kim Kardashian and I decided to release a sex tape so that she would get publicity and so that it would help her become famous.
Whoa.
This is getting juicy, y'all.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Because I watched that episode too. Like I don't know why
The most recent,
it was
the
on.
most recent episode?
I don't know if it was the most recent episode, but it was on TV one day, and I was sitting at the table eating, and it was that episode was on, and Kim like made this reference, like they were all sitting around. I guess like they started kind of bringing up the tape again, and she said something along the lines. It was like a joking type of statement about, oh, he might have stuck something up my behind while I was sleeping, and blah blah blah. It was something like that, and was like in a joking matter where it was like, what, girl? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like if you knew something had happened or somebody did something to you, you would already know. It's like you playing around with this footage.
Somebody else's like livelihood. Like
Yeah.
how dare you say something
Right.
like that?
Almost
though?
implying that he probably has other stuff that I might not even know about.
Like he's doing stuff to me while I was asleep. You know, like I don't know what he has.
Ain't no telling, right?
Like that's what she's saying. So in the group, it was her sister, I think her mom.
Why? And it's always the group of the sisters and the mama and them talking about it.
It was yeah. And she's sitting there. She's like, "What can we do about the tape or something along those lines?" But
20 years later, come on, bro.
Yeah.
A sex tape so that she would get publicity and so that it would help her become famous. Wow. That is a shocking allegation, right?
But he's saying that her mom orchestrated this. That's what Candace just said.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. Let me see. I hope she shows what he did on Instagram the other day, because he was just
I saw that.
all kinds of off.
Yeah,
that's
I saw that.
when I was like, wait, what happened now? Wait.
Help her become famous. Wow. That is a shocking allegation, right? This is, again, a woman who is put into our faces every single day by the mainstream media.
true.
We view her as a victim. Okay, yeah, she got fame in a weird way, but okay, who could hold that against her? And he is now claiming that she was involved.
Uh-oh.
So this week, her mother, who is Kris Jenner, who you might be familiar with, she manages all of the careers of her daughters, went on to a late night talk show with James Corden, and she decided to take a public lie detector test to determine whether or not it was true that she and her daughter sat down with honchos and released the sex tape so that her daughter could become famous. Here is the clip.
Here we go.
Okay.
There's Kylie.
Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
It's
True. Of course it's true. Of course it's true.
Of course it's true. Of course.
Hold on,
It's
wait.
called
Just,
entertainment.
y'all, just wait. Right, they call it entertainment. Did you see her face real quick when she almost looked surprised when he gave her the thumbs up, like, oh yeah, it's true. Not.
Yeah.
No, just did you see her face when he said that?
No.
You didn't see her face?
No, play it again.
Of course it's true.
Go back.
True. Of course it's true. Of course it's true.
She looked surprised for a
Of
second.
course it's true. Of course it's true. This is not a publicity stunt at all. This is it. I don't want you to think that Kris Jenner called up her PR agents who are so powerful and basically said, we need to get in front of this narrative that we released the tape. Don't know. Of course it's true. This is obviously a lie detector test on a late night talk show. So
Right.
of course it's true. Except it's not. So her doing this obvious, almost a stand-up routine. It's a mockery. It should insult your intelligence to believe that she actually took a lie detector test and determined the results live. So Ray J hears about this, he watches this, and he becomes infuriated. And he goes on Instagram and decides to expose the Kardashian family for being one of the most dishonest families in media. I would actually say the most dishonest family in media. Here is Ray J taking to Instagram.
You got 400,000, just like I got 400,000. We signed the contract the same day. You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it. So guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
Oh my God,
Look,
no.
I got goosebumps.
Oh my God. No. I'm like, dang, no way.
Ain't that foul though? That is
No.
crazy. That's like pimping your daughter.
Right, but-
you pimping your kids, man.
I know, but let me just get this out
Can
really,
I say
really
that on
quick.
here? Y'all.
Let me just get this out real quick. She watched her daughter have sex with another person and made a decision on which tape is better.
That's what he said.
Wow.
That's what he
Asia,
said.
please don't tell me that.
But like,
Candace,
when you
please don't tell me that right now.
Look, no.
Ray J,
but
please don't tell me that.
The one thing that I will say is that he was showing receipts of those signatures. He showed the contract. He showed
Yeah, I
her
see that.
handwriting. He compared it to her type of handwriting. He had letters and stuff that was, you know what I mean? And then showed what it looked like because she wrote it out. Like, she filled it out.
Got
Girl,
you.
so you knew what was going on from jump.
Well, obviously she did, because the another key factor is that her mom is her manager, so her mom is like managing her career.
Right,
so
but
I
the
got
crazy
you.
part
I
about
got
this
you.
is that not one time has she come forth and said, oh yeah, I do remember because we signed the like, obviously, why would she? But it's
Right.
just like, you never once even implicated like or implied that you had anything to do with anything when it came to that.
Pushing it forward and getting it out there.
Nonetheless, you signed his contract for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Y'all, my eyebrows starting to sweat. My eyebrows are starting to sweat right now.
man, if that's not some foul
Wow.
stuff for you, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. And had he not, what's crazy though is that Ray J sat back the entire time and didn't say anything until now. 20 years later, she said 20 years. 20 years later,
Yeah.
now he's just now saying something.
I mean, all I can say to that is, wow. Wow. Indisputable, by the way. He's also dropped the handwriting of Kim Kardashian, the 3, I'm holding it up
just
right
said
now,
that.
the 3 sex tapes that her and her mother and him decided to choose between. Her mother was so involved. Did you hear him? She was so involved in the details. She wanted to pick which sex tape to release. And then she went to her friends and she sat down with the honchos and she sold her daughter's body for fame. Ray J explains, and you can go and you can find these clips online, that this is why they did it. It was the trend. Release a sex tape and you will get some fame. You know, I suppose it started with Pamela and Tommy. Paris Hilton did something similar. And Kim Kardashian and Ray J decided that this would be a good thing to bolster her career, and she went for it. There are really no words that can adequately describe how positively disgusted I am by this story and what this signifies for in terms of the world that we are in today. What this really means, that a mother sat down and decided to sell her daughter's body for fame and money, and she was successful, right? But there are two things here that we need to remember. Not only did she do it, not only should we be completely disgusted by the idea that a mother, I just had a daughter, that a mother would sit down and watch various tapes of her daughter having sex with a boyfriend out of wedlock, and then say, let's sell this tape. This is the best one. You look the best in this tape. This will make you the most famous. Not only is that disgusting, but then that her plan worked. Kim Kardashian is a billionaire today. And she's, by the way, still selling sex. I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. And I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul. She is so emblematic of the society that we live in today. That if you are willing to degrade yourself, if you are willing to denigrate yourself, then our society, our American society, will give you more, right? How much are you willing to show us of your body? How much are you willing to give us of your daughter's body? That is the price of fame, and she did it. So no, it is not an exaggeration to say that Hollywood is satanic, because what could possibly be more satanic than that? What could possibly represent a more incestuous, if you will, relationship than a mother viewing her daughter's body, having sex, and selling it? This is where we're at. This is why we tell you not to follow the Hollywood types. This is why you should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. This is why you should skip the Emmys, and you should skip the Grammys, and you should skip every other show. Because the people that are receiving these statues, this form of idolatry, I will do anything for this statue. I will do anything for fame. I will abort my child. I will sell my child. You tell me what I have to do. These are not the people that we should be following. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Candace Owens. If you like this,
I haven't even watched this, and she took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly what I think and what I said. Like, she just put it in a better way. I mean, but she did. Yeah, that's crazy. That is insane. It's very sad and it's very unfortunate. And I feel like over anything, like I said, if allegedly all of this is to be true, which looks
there's some validity to it,
solid, concrete, if if you will. Ashamed, devastated. Just it's sick. Yeah. It's very, very sick.
Candace, she said it about as eloquent as you can probably put it in regards to, like, a mother selling her daughter's body again for fame and fortune. And I mean, you just talk about things that people do in Hollywood, and what people would do is like this is one of those situations that you got to put in that category as far as like extremism, like going to any length to try to break your daughter's career, do anything to, like you said, to gain notoriety, fame, money. And it's like, what is it all really worth when at the end of the day, when someone looks at you, when somebody sees your name is attached to all these different things. But again, like when Candace said, you're just a corpse. You're like a soulless body. That's what you will be in the end of the day, because if you give all of you away just for fame and money, what do you have left? Like, right. Where's the character? Where's the true soul? Where's the person at? It's almost like you're just a pawn on a chessboard, to try to, defeat the other side, to take over the whole entire chessboard, which is basically, Hollywood and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it's just what we just watched, what you just told me. I don't know. I can't
And
even.
then,
it's hard for me to wrap my mind around
the other
her
part
doing
of
that, man. Wow.
What I thought, I just saw the other day too, and I don't know this to be true either, but the person that was supposedly doing that lie detector test was also discovered to be like a fraud.
A fraud pathologist, whatever they call it.
Yeah, where he basically is like
does it for entertainers or something like that.
Yeah.
He's one of those type of guys.
Ray J put that out there too.
Yeah, and like I said, I saw him when he hopped on Instagram. I just thought that he was just ranting and raving about some stuff. I didn't completely like hone into what he was saying. I thought he was just talking about something that was just old, that was kind of like washed under the bridge.
No.
But for you to bring that up and say that's what he was talking about, particularly in regards to like the contract, that's just crazy. Like, I need people to drop some comments and just fill us in and just let us know, because my heart pounding right now. You had my eyebrows sweating because I can't believe something like this. Like,
isn't it crazy though?
Because I remember all of this when it came out, Ray J and all that. But
man, I'm just talking about. But in my head, I would just remember thinking how much I'm like, why would he do that to her? Like, why would he even expose her to that degree?
And you know what? Why would he do that but never face any like criminal charges or any like civil charges?
Right.
Because if you did something like
Right.
that, defamation of character, somebody would have came after you for that.
Oh, you know they would have. For sure they would have. Okay, that's the Kardashians.
That's the Kardashian way.
Anytime you look at them wrong, if it smell like it stink, they coming for you.
They coming
okay?
after you with a silver
So
suit. Wow.
the fact that they didn't like, and I never picked up on that either until like after the fact. Like when
Years
he started
later.
bringing all this stuff up, I was like, oh, that's why they never went after him. That's
Right.
why, you know what I mean?
That's
and
why
Ray J said that he attempted to reach out to her to like work this out, to figure out how they were going to fix this problem about this whole tape thing, because it came back up again. And Ray J was trying to reach out to her, and Kim was, I forgot like how she was just kind of downplaying it and telling him basically like it was going to be okay, that she was going to fix it, that she was going to work it out. And so on the show, supposedly she kind of like had put it to rest, you know. And I guess maybe that whole clip right there that was showing with I don't know, because no, that wouldn't go with what he was saying. But there was something along those lines. You'll see. Watch the comments.
Yeah, I need somebody. I need y'all to chime in regards to this one and just tell us how y'all feel about Kris Jenner putting Kim Kardashian out there like that, and not even that. Again, like watching this tape and then making a decision on it to put it out. So I mean, hey, there you have it, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. Look, I can keep on going because I'm like, there's some more stuff
I know
I
you
hadn't
can
even said.
because you watched the show like
Yeah,
kind of faithfully
amen.
over a long time. Yeah, my lips getting chapped. I gotta put some chapstick on with this. I'm sorry. I gotta put chapstick on.
Y'all, we gotta go.
It's hard.
If y'all enjoyed this, be sure you give us a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell, join the
now.
family, and if ain't nobody else told you, we love you, and we gonna see y'all in the next video, y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Damn.
Yeah.